Hello, I'm Sarah Thompson-Copsey. Welcome to today's session for Legal Futures, the Commercial Property Update Summer or June 2021. Today we're going to be looking at a number of cases and indeed a couple of updates that have been before the courts in the past 2 to 3 months. We're going to be looking at a number of landlord and tenant cases. Actually, surprisingly, or perhaps not so surprisingly, today's update is actually more landlord and tenant heavy than usual. But we're looking at a couple of cases on renewal terms. We'll be looking at one on contracting out, a couple of quick cases on service charges, and a rates avoidance scheme case that went to the Supreme Court. A couple of lessons to be learned from CVA's massive increase, of course, in CVAs, particularly in the retail and hospitality sector in today's world. And we'll be looking at the latest changes to the regulations and to statute brought in affecting landlord and tenant matters and indeed insolvency matters brought in by the government, extending the time periods under which, for example, forfeiture cannot be effected. We'll also be looking at a debt proceedings case, so a reminder really to us. We'll be dealing with it briefly, but a reminder that actually, even though forfeiture on CRA might be suspended, debt proceedings are still relevant. And then we'll be finishing off by looking at a couple of cases to do with property generally, an adverse possession case, a useful reminder of the need for evidence as to the intention to possess, a really interesting case on easements, particularly pertinent for developers. And then finally looking at the Court of Appeal's latest position on implied terms in what is effectively an overage contract.